Hi, welcome back to another episode of Take It or Leave It with two Micks. I'm Anna McCluskey, and we're back with my dad, Steve
Hey guys.
McCluskey. Today, we're going to talk about a few things that grind our gears, that really get under our skin. Um, I could probably sit here for 3 hours. I don't know about you, but
I was actually going to just let you talk for 3 hours. I was just going to sit here.
you're already editing. I have to let you stop first about one of your biggest pet peeves before I go into mine
Okay.
because I'll never stop.
Okay. Well, I think one of my biggest pet peeves is when I'm at the store. There's a combo here.
I'm already irate.
When I go to Walmart, right? And I've got two things, and I go over to the self-checkout,
Yeah.
and there's a woman that has two carriage fulls doing one at a
In
time.
the self-checkout.
Yes, in the self-checkout. It's like, no, you don't belong here. I know there's ladies down there more than willing to help you, and they just sit there and I'm just like,
Willing
it,
is a
it
strong word.
and the thing is that it's it's not long before I get one. Somebody else has two
Yeah.
items because there's a bunch of them. She still pisses me off because why are you there?
Well,
And
why
she's
is
stealing
there a
half of it.
lane? Oh,
You
of
know she's
course. Put your item in the cart. Oh, I already did.
let
But
me
like
let,
there's a lane that says 12 items or less.
oh,
And then like normal lanes and then self-checkout. I think it's like already assumed that self-checkout is like I have a few things I'm just scanning and leaving.
in the 12
That
hours.
little area that they give you that usually has zero bags left. It's like
Oh, you
nothing
can't
left.
open them because they're
Yeah,
stuck
and then
together.
like, please place your item in the bagging area. I'm like, I did. It's just not heavy enough for you to recognize it. And the people going through with like I love my husband. He does the same thing. He's like, oh, go self-checkout. I'm like, we have a whole basket. I'm not going, that's absurd. You get one wrong thing and the light's blinking. And the one that works in self-checkout hasn't been to self-checkout for the last 45 minutes. No one's there to help you.
And also when they see the sign says skip bagging, I think they go, oh, let's skip scanning and put it in their bag.
Oh, at that point, you might as fucking well. Honest to God, like I just don't like. I was actually in the line at Stop and Shop. I want to say maybe 6 months ago, and there's a lady that works there with like this. She has her cane and she's doing her thing, like, but standing there. And then I see her leave, and there's this guy that I think like is foreign. He can't really quite understand. He has like vegetables, so you have to like put on and pick the vegetables you have
Oh yeah,
on this on like the screen.
yeah, you have to look
And
it up.
he's like looking around. There's a line full of people. I'm in the back of the line. This poor guy's panicking. So that I leave my cart, I go to him, and I'm like going through. I was like, which one is this? He's like, I don't know, it's a potato. I was like, well, just pick the cheapest potato. I'm like, no one's here to help you. Just pick the cheapest potato. And he's like, okay. And I was like, okay, big golden Yukon, perfect.
I
And
love
I was
this
like, how?
country.
I'm like, just weigh it and put it in there. And he's like, thank you so much, blah, blah, blah. I go back in line. Four people have cut me now. And I'm like, I am working here now. And now I have to wait 5 minutes longer than
I
I
another
should have.
checkout girl too.
And she comes back, and like as I'm walking back to the line, the lady's like, oh, thank you for that. I'm like, do I get like some kind of expressway? Because I just missed my chance to go through with my one pack of Capri Suns. I'm not getting anything. I'm getting a
But
pack of batteries and some
anyway,
Capri Suns. And this guy, I like, and
did,
everybody's like, oh, you get back in the line. I'm like,
not to digress, but you still drink sippy cups, sippy bags,
you
and
know,
Capri
sippy.
sippy bags. That's
I've
what we
never
gave you when
told
you were a
myself,
kid.
yes, I
You
drink
so
sippy bags.
okay.
Oh, yeah, but they just, they hit different. I'm telling you that, like that. Brandon, what's the flavor we have now?
What?
Capri Suns?
I have no idea.
It's like Cool Punch or something.
Oh, cool punch. Yeah,
I'm
that's it.
telling you, when
That's
you
the
come home and you come home from like a hard day of work, you worked like 10 hours with a bunch of assholes getting paid absolutely nothing. Nothing hits like a Capri Sun.
But hang on.
You just
But
cry into that little pouch
have you
like
ever
no one
thought
else.
though? Have you ever thought though that cool punch is the same flavor as the other punches, but they said cool in front of it. And they changed the name to make it sound cool.
As they should. It worked.
And also, you talked about the 12 items or less, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever been behind somebody and you're looking and you're counting what's in their freaking basket?
Every time. 12 items or less in my brain means if there's more than 5 items to my eyes.
I count. I count, and I count.
Fuck off. Oh yeah.
I
It
count.
makes me irate. And they're like, oh, like, because the lady that said the 12 items or less is like trying to do things, and you could tell she's on her 20th scan, is like, I can't take it back now. Well, I'm behind him, and I will make him regret everything he's ever done in his life. I will.
Or her. And then it's even worse when it's an older lady, because you say, okay, she has 17 items, but she's an older lady. She just wants to get out of here. And
But
then
she pulls out the fucking coupons.
Oh, the checkbook. What the hell? What is
1922?
Look, I'm a senior citizen. I get it, but no.
I can still write checks as a millennial, but that's like to like if I got in trouble or something, or like I owe, like you have to write us a check, like if you like a money order or something. It's not a situation you want to be in.
Yeah,
we're not going to go through the 12 items at less with 18 items and then pull out coupons with a checkbook.
And then they go, they'll look at me and go, "What day's today?"
Your death day. This is the day you die. I hope you really enjoy your apricots, because you'll never taste them again. And I am that person, like, like, oh, respect your elders. I did until they just are horrible people. I don't respect people due to age. I respect people if they give respect.
Yeah.
I'll break your hips.
I will. You break a hip, I'll give you respect.
No, not even then. If I have to break a hip, you don't deserve respect.
But wait a minute.
I don't want to do this. I don't ask to do this. It's probably something you deserved.
If they break, unless somebody says, "I'm sorry, I'm slow, I broke my hip," then you have to have like respect.
I will carry their groceries outside for them.
And give her a piggyback.
Absolutely. But the ones that put their items through, bitch about their coupon that has been expired for 7 years and want it redeemed. And then you need to put the light on, the manager has to come, and then she whips out a checkbook and talks about the immigrants. And you just want to be like, I really hope you slip outside. I hope you slip. I hope someone going through that parking lot just doesn't care. Because that's what you deserve.
I've slipped and I can't get up.
Yeah, well, then you'll stay there for the rest of your life.
With your apricots.
I'll go right by you. Don't care. I really don't. I don't have respect for older people that don't have respect for people in general. Yeah. The grocery store is a very big trigger for me.
Me too.
Like
That's why I brought it up. That's why I brought but I love Market Basket.
I grew up when it was Demoulas. Well, I don't even know if it was Demoulas. It's just what my entire family called it. When I was a child, it was Demoulas, but now it's still Demoulas to like Aunt Kathy and Mom and all them. But it's Market Basket. But like I remember going in and they had wood shavings there. Do you remember the wood shavings
on the floor?
Remember that? Yeah, everywhere.
I always thought somebody threw up and they put it down.
It's like if you spilled something, wood shavings, vomit, wood shavings, and I'm just like, what the actual hell? As a child, and like, Brandon laughs because it's like every time I go to the grocery store, it's not a big deal, but he understands where I come from because if I go with him, the universe is just like, let's test her today. There's 1,000 people, 1,000, and there's 800 children running around. That's fine. I went to Market Basket after Brandon broke his foot, so I had to go by myself, which I'm not allowed to do anymore. And so I go down, like I make the whole route. You go down the section, there's eggs and cheese and all that. I go down the front aisle. There's this old woman standing in front of the eggs, clearly making a very important decision. So I'm like, I'll come back. I do a whole loop. We're talking 15, 20 minutes to the entire. I come back around. She's still there. Still there at the eggs. And I'm like, oh, well, she cares about her eggs. So I say, excuse me, I just gotta grab that. And she looked at me like I had insulted her ancestors for generations before then. I just am who I am. So I just said, ma'am, you've been standing in eggs for 20 fucking minutes. I actually passed you and came back around. They're eggs. Pick them and get the hell out of the way.
No, know what she's doing? And I've seen it happen. she's going through all the other
Open them up.
ones and exchanging the
Oh,
big ones for the little
yep.
ones. That's what they do. That's what they
20
do.
minutes though. She
Well,
only
you
left
know,
with a 6-pack, a
no,
half
no,
a carton.
no. She had an 18 count. That takes a while.
Well, I saw a 6 count, unless she was
Oh,
fitting
6.
18 into it.
Oh, what did she break it in half?
She did. I
'Cause-
go, they're fucking eggs. They're fucking eggs. Like, you've been here for 20 minutes. And I'm like, excuse me. And she goes, I'm like, ma'am, I passed you twice. You've been here for 20 minutes. They are eggs. I need to get mine. So I don't know what you need to do to move past the salmonella, but I swear to God, if I can't grab my eggs, I'm gonna lose my mind. I have rammed a woman's cart before. I rammed a woman's cart the same day. Standing
That
in the
same day.
aisle. Do you know oh yeah.
The same day.
Yeah, that's
What
why
you-
the lady the eggs got the
Yeah.
worst of it, because I had come from an aisle where a woman had her cart across. So she has not
What,
down
across the aisle?
across the aisle. So she's parked her cart like horizontal. And now she's standing at that little area where her cart, you can push it. And
Looking
she's
at
looking at
stuff.
things, and I said, excuse me. And she gave me a look, and then she nudged her cart this much. This much. I have a whole fucking cart. And I go, well, that doesn't do anything, does it? And she went, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I rammed right through her. I have to be I'm on the phone with Brandon, because Brandon's like, you need to leave. You need to leave. I'm like, no, I need to set fire to Market Basket.
By the way, that man loves you very much and knows how to take care of you. And I'm
He has a
sorry he's
death
sick.
wish, the poor
I'm sorry
kid.
he's sick because you need him now.
More than ever. I went to Trader Joe's this morning. I love that place.
Where's the
I
Trader
love it.
Joe's?
There's a Trader Joe's right near so like in Burlington, there's like there was a Bed Bath and Beyond, just got sold. PetSmart, but there's a Trader Joe's like across where the Best Buy was
Oh, that's
on
awesome.
on
I know where it
Middlesex
was.
Turnpike.
Yeah.
I love it because like you don't run into that. Like people
Okay.
cram up and like, but everybody's aware of their surroundings.
Yeah,
Like I don't.
and the people checking you out are decent people. It's like, we'll take
They
care
are
of you.
ringing and bagging while they're asking you about your
And every
weekend.
once in a while, somebody would say something nice and they ring a bell, say, somebody said something nice to me.
He's like, how was your weekend? As he's ringing in my stuff while bagging it. And I'm like, I'll bag it. He's like, no, you just relax. And then they double bag it in a small amount of bags. And like, put your cart together and they're like, and it's like, I bought a whole thing of groceries for like $68.
Trader Joe's
like,
doesn't
why do people
understand.
go to Market Basket? That place, it may be cheap, but you get what you pay for.
So Trader Joe's doesn't really understand because they're always thinking of the concept, well, we got to go to the place that has the most people, but they could take over the world if they just open it up. In Locust Grove, Virginia, people would be sleeping in line to get into that place.
I'm telling you. And like, no matter how busy it is, it's never like that chaos. Because there's something about that
it's a flow. There's a flow
that makes you want to like shoot people. It makes you want to ram old people's carts. It makes you want to fight over eggs. The beep beep and the craziness. Trader Joe's doesn't have that.
Yeah.
They're like, come on down. I can bag you, tag you, send you on your way with a coffee and a good note. And I'm like, why are people not here? Don't come there. Don't ruin it.
Yes, keep you away.
No, it's horrible. Trader Joe's is horrible. Don't go there. I enjoy Trader Joe's as it is, peaceful.
Their dark chocolate raisins are to die for.
I bought
oh my
2
God.
packages today.
No way.
On top of the dark chocolate pretzels are the best. And their chicken soup dumplings.
I know what they are.
Slut for those.
There's 6 of them all together in the thing, right? And you open
I got 4 packages.
You cut the package at the end, and then you put it in the microwave. Do you have a microwave?
Yes.
I don't know. I've seen your kitchen.
What year is it?
No,
oh
wait
my
a minute.
God.
Yeah, you're gonna pull that crap, and you don't have.
Don't you dare! You bought me one thing for my
dishwasher.
kitchen. It was a carousel for my pods, my K-cup pods.
But you don't have a dishwasher, so I'm not sure exactly what.
That wasn't my fault.
But honestly, God, it's like it makes me
then
wonder
I
what you
need
have.
a microwave. Do you have a microwave? What?
Oh, I know where it is now. Yeah, I remember. You also have a trash barrel that freaking bites me every time I walk by it.
Timothy did nothing to hurt you.
No, he scared me. And
Timothy is a saint. You just invaded his personal space.
he made me pee.
I can't help you with that.
Nobody cared.
No,
Because you
Timothy
know
doesn't
what?
care.
I had a bad
Timothy
experience.
cackled.
I had a bad experience with the trash barrel when I was a very small child. And so when they start opening up as I walk by, feed me, Seymour.
Wait. What was the experience? I have to hear it.
I don't know.
Oh, just your
But
PTSD was like, it was something. It was something. I'll turn him off when you come over. He does have an off button.
oh, now you tell me.
I shouldn't have to tell you. My trash just likes to say hello.
Excuse me. Why do you think I don't come as often as I do?
You walk by me like, do you have anything to throw
Timmy.
away? Do you have anything to throw away? And then if you put something in it, it's full and it like stays on the sensor, he gets pissed. I'm like, Timothy, give me 5 seconds.
So hang on.
It's like those automatic flushers at restaurants. I haven't even finished peeing and it's sucking me down the toilet. Do you know what is it about those? What is the automatic flusher?
Thank God they don't do that on an airplane because you'd be sucked right out into the atmosphere.
Jesus Christ. Well,
But hang
nowadays
on.
you're just gonna crash anyways.
I just realized where I had my traumatic experience with the trash barrel. It was in Storyland up in New Hampshire. It was a pig one that when you put food in it, it oinked and grunted. You wonder what
I
you
didn't
wonder what
think when I heard Storyland that a trash bag would be the root of a PTSD. That place really is
it was one of the three pigs.
horrifying.
I think it was the poor guy who had the straw. The other guys went on, but the guy with the straw.
Is
had
it
to
the
sit
one that
back.
filled his house full of straw?
Yeah, that was his.
Well, he
that
was
his
he was the
punishment,
pussy
yeah.
of all of them anyways.
Yeah.
So,
So you're
no
gonna
wonder
sit
why he was
here and-
angry. He got the least brain cells. Straw.
And my father said, "Hey, go put this little Coke bottle in there." And I walked over and I went, "Holy shit!" I was like 3, and I peed my pants then too. Okay, it's a habit.
Well, Timmy didn't make you pee. The PTSD did.
No. It's like the dogs. When you ring a bell, they do.
Pavlov.
Yeah.
The Pavlov's dogs.
Yeah. So when a trash barrel talks to me
Brandon,
or does
shut up the
something,
trash barrel next time Dad's here. He's gonna piss on the floor. I thought we got rid of that when Winnie died. I'm gonna bring the pee pads out for you. God damn it.
I'll just bring diapers. Adult
Please.
diapers.
And wipies.
No. You better supply those.
Oh, year supply. But I'd say another one of my biggest pet peeves, like, is definitely like, I'm older now, and I have friends that have kids. They are practically my nieces and nephews. They are the loves of my
I see
life.
how much you love them.
I adore them. But when as an adult that doesn't want children, which people have their views, blah, blah, blah. I love children. I don't want them. They're not for me. They're sticky and loud and too much work. And there should be places that adults that decide not to have children can go without screaming children. And I get that that's, family restaurants. You get the 99, you got everywhere. You get fucking Chuck. Like, the world is their temple. They're allowed to bring children everywhere without any like judgment or this and that. I want to go to a brewery. I've gone to a brewery with Brandon past like 3 times, different places.
There are
And
kids
it's
at the
like
brewery?
it is just kids. I'm not even fucking kidding. Like, it's summertime and I go to a brewery and there's like outdoor seating, indoor seating, and you get there and the entire outdoor patio is a bunch of like drunk adults that like, and their friends and their kids are fucking running amok. Like, I'm telling you, like, there's nowhere to sit. They don't care. Like, I saw a woman, I'm not even close to joking. She comes in. It's like Sunday at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. She has a stroller with 2 kids, like one on each side. She has a dog on a leash attached to her wrist, a toddler in one hand, and a newborn attached to her body.
I can see. I actually just visualized her, by the way.
And she is one of 1,000. We went to a brewery and it looked like someone was having a baby shower. And they're at the door checking IDs.
So hang on.
And I'm like, I thought there was no one here under a 20. Well, they're children. I go, okay, well, I saw a dad in the corner that's been here for 3 hours with his buddies that I guarantee his wife thinks is out of the park. But they're all here at the brewery with their kids. And I guarantee you, one of those toddlers is probably drinking 5 IPAs without any of them knowing. So don't tell me that you don't need to card them because they're children, because they're not being watched.
So
Like, it's so fucking rude. I sit down at the table to have a beer with my husband at 35 years old, and a dad comes in with his mother or mother-in-law, 2 fucking kids, and sets up a Lego station across the table, and then leaves to go get beers and talk to his friends while the kids are just like flicking Legos at me. What happens to your child at a brewery, if you're not attending them around me, will be no one's fault but your own. I am that person that if your kid runs and smacks his skull on the table or falls and eats shit, I will cackle. I will laugh, and I'm probably the one that tripped him. It's just give us one fucking place. Do you know Chuck E. Cheese sells beer?
yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do. So
All
does a
right.
99. So does, oh, I'm sorry, the house that you fucking live in. Stay at home where you decided to have your horrible mistakes and I couldn't find a sitter. Then you don't fucking leave. Don't bring them where we decide to be adults and talk about how much we hate children. I can't talk about children because it's right there. One staring at me and then pukes on my shoe.
So let me ask you, let me just give you my thought about the lady who came in with the twins in the carriage, the guy, the baby on her
Yep.
chest and a kid holding her hands.
And a dog, and a dog. Oh, and also the dogs.
But
I'm a veterinary technician. I love dogs. Don't bring them to the fucking brewery.
But at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, she's rolling up. She's looking for the baby daddies that she had every time she went there at 1 o'clock. She's just like
Well, she had
racking
at
it
least
up.
5 of them according to her
No,
roster.
no. The twins were like 1. I'm pretty sure.
1.5. I don't care. I don't care. Do your thing. Be a parent. That's awesome. Give us people one fucking place we can go where there's not a screaming child. Because that's what they do. They scream. They scream, they make a mess, and
They run
the
around.
only people that don't care or are affected by it are the parents. Completely unfazed. They just unlatch them. Just unlatch them from their body. Pour a fucking stout. Off you go. Now it's
So-
my fucking problem because I'm watching the dogs that clearly haven't been trained pissing on things, looking to eat the children. The children looking to pet the dog. The parents looking to do nothing about it.
It's actually a perfect storm.
And then there's a case. I'm like, and they're like, what happened? What do you mean what happened? You're in a fucking brewery.
But
You're gonna come here with your friends and your entire family, get fucking wasted, and then drive your kids home in a minivan?
So hang on.
Solid.
You just described
I'm
the
bad
perfect,
for not having
you
children.
just described a George Clooney perfect storm movie.
Oh,
The
I'm
kids-
getting hot. I'm upset.
So, but hang on. So you have dogs that want to eat the children,
Mhm.
kids that want to pat the dogs, and the
Mhm.
parents who don't care. Perfect storm. Why
Yeah.
aren't there more children eaten by dogs at breweries? That's all I
Because
want.
I'm sitting there.
Oh, so you're protecting them?
Mike, hold that dog. I can't not. That's the issue is that I'm an empath that's also a bitch. Like I am an empath that does not enjoy this. It's not something you choose.
I know.
You just have to have it. So you just get aggravated not understanding why these people can't be like maybe having a party in their yard with all their friends and their kids.
But be responsible.
Or like go to like a family oriented place. This is a goddamn brewery. I'm 35, my ID was checked on the way in. Like this should be a place for people to come and chill. It is now
get
a
it.
fucking zoo. Give it and like I live around an area where there's like Linfield Market Street and 3rd Ave in Burlington where there's like these little villages. I swear to God, this
Do they
one
bring
thing
kids
I'm
there
going to
too?
do. Oh, kids are everywhere.
But
They
I
don't
mean, like
care.
going to over
But
to the Linfield thing, I
oh
thought
yeah,
that
that's
was
why they
more
bring them. There's
adults.
like a little field where they all like just let them loose like a bunch of fucking rabid cattle. And it's not the children's fault. Like
No,
that's an area where you can go.
you're actually right.
Like that's fine. Like that's an area like cool. I know that going into it. I'm not going to complain if I go to a family oriented place and there's children. I'm at a place that makes beer. That literally makes beer, makes bad
Alcohol.
decisions. It literally creates bad decisions. It
Ask
creates
Ginny.
probably all the
Ask.
children that you had. So please don't bring them back to their orientation. We don't need that. Like, give us like I was sitting one time and there's like a group of girls. They're like, oh, like is so and so coming? And they're like, oh, I think so. She was getting a babysitter. The girl shows up with her 3 kids, and the girls are like, and she's like, oh, I couldn't find a sitter.
Oh, even
And
the
then just
girls
like
felt
lets
the
them go.
same way.
And the girls were like, I could
Yeah.
tell they were like, then don't come. I'm sorry. I know you deserve your time, but you also chose this life. You chose to have children. And now we're
Good
having a
point.
situation where we want a situation where there's not children involved, and you just feel so entitled enough to be like, no, I want to go and I can't find care. So now they're all of our problems. Fuck off. Your friends hate you. Your friends hate you. I promise you.
I bet
I
you they go
promise
out.
you.
I bet you they go out a lot more without telling her.
My friends, I talked to like, bring my kids to a restaurant. Never mind that. They're like, no. If my kid had a meltdown, I couldn't do it. I had to leave. There were kids
Actually,
just screaming.
I
And these
actually,
parents don't fucking care. And I'm
I
like,
have to
why
say,
is this my problem?
I actually think that this stems from when you were a little baby or a little kid, because when we brought you to there, I think you guys understood. I remember bringing you to
Right.
restaurants, and you were like, "I'm in a
Sat there.
restaurant. I'm
We
in a
colored our
restaurant.
pictures. We did our
Yeah,
thing.
I'm gonna
Sat
respect
there, ate
it.
our food.
Give me
But they're
another
not teaching
crayon,
the
because
kids how to do things right. And then they're not like taking the repercussions when they're not.
I know."
And the poor kids are like, I'm like, have you heard about sex trafficking? Have you heard about this stuff? Like, are we on the same page? Like, these are all reasons I didn't have children. Like, the
But you
world's
know,
horrifying, but
this
like, they don't
this is
care. They don't care
this
about anyone else.
this is an ancient story that it was way before you were born. I was a lifeguard at the age of 19, 18 years old. And
Yep.
when the parents brought their kids to the beach,
Yep.
I was responsible. That's it.
Yep.
I was responsible.
That was your
And,
job.
and if something happened, and I remember I saw a kid fall down, I picked him up and took his face out of the water because they would just let him go. And I'm looking for the parents, and the parents goes, "Oh, come over here," and they don't even thank me for just
No,
saving
no
their kid.
thanks, no nothing. A
No,
kid, the last one we went to, ran behind the bar. And the bartender's trying to chase this kid while the mother and father like, oh, look how cute he is. I want
he was looking for a shot.
to punch people so bad. And like people are like, well, parents have it really hard. I'm like, yes, they do have it hard. I get it. It's a hard job, which is why I decided not to do it. But there are places to not bring your children. This is a fucking brewery. It's a brewery. Leave us one thing. So my plan is to open up a village, like a market street or something, where they have a grocery store, they have a King's, they have multiple restaurants, they have breweries, they have all this place. No children allowed.
Oh my
And what
God.
kid?
Oh
And
my
what
God.
kid? I would
Hang
love
on.
it.
Hang on. You
Mhm.
just changed the whole thing of it
Adult
take
only
no, no.
village.
It takes a village. Now you've changed the whole thing. In
Yeah.
the old days, it takes a village to raise a kid.
Takes a village
Now
to
it's
run from the fucking
now it's
children.
now it takes a village to get away.
And the poor, like, and again, like, I don't want
It's
to
not
blame
the
the
kid's
kids.
fault, by the way. It really
It's
isn't
not
the
the
kids.
kids. They're like, they don't know they're at a brewery.
Do you know how many
They
times
don't know that.
when I was a lifeguard, all they wanted was my attention. It's like, Mister, look
Yeah.
at this, look at this.
Mister,
Look,
Mister.
what? Watch me, watch me.
Look what I can do.
Actually,
There's someone drowning, kid. It's cool, but I gotta go.
there was one kid, and Ginny will tell you, he used to call me Mr. Man. Every time he came, hey, Mr. Man. That was my name, Mr. Man.
Hey, that's, there are worse
Actually,
things.
actually, I think it happened with your
Yeah.
mom. Ask your mom about that. This little kid said,
Mr. Man.
we went to like a Christmas party, And the kid wanted attention so much, and I gave him some because that's who I am. I give kids
But then you're
attention.
done for.
And all of a sudden, Mr. Man, watch
Mhm.
this. And so that was my nickname for a while.
It's
Ask
like,
your mother
oh,
if I
you're
was
so cute. Who are your parents? Who are you here with? And that's what it is. It's like
no,
it's just like it make
they're the
and what's
ones.
crazy. Go ahead.
No, they're the ones that are sitting by the fireplace at a Christmas party when I'm entertaining the freaking kid.
That's what it
No,
is.
here's a nickel. Oh, it's gone.
So are your
Do
parents.
it again.
What kind of coin do you have to pull out for your parents to take responsibility for this goddamn shit?
I'll give you
I
100.
chose differently in life. Why am I suffering for your horrible mistakes? I'm sorry. Not saying the kids are horrible mistakes, but clearly you didn't want this. Like, I just don't get it. Like, and the thing is like, I do my best to not like openly complain in those situations. You know what I mean? I do my best.
I
And
do my best.
I really try. It's obvious, but I do try. But like if I had opened up a village like that, I guarantee you there would be complaints up and down. Children should be allowed here. Shit. This why are you like
No, 21 and
like
over.
discriminating against
No,
families because you
21
have the
over.
rest of the fucking world to cause your ruckus. I'm
I'm
looking
actually,
for one place. I thought breweries were a place to do that. Nope.
I'm
Nope.
investing in this village. I'm investing in this village because you know
As you
what?
should.
Because you know how many times I've been on a plane in my life because I was a consultant. I mean, honest to God, there was one year I took off and landed 151 times. I swear to God, Delta gave me free membership because I was 151 times taken off and landing.
That's
And
disgusting.
there are people who let their kids, especially on long flights, just walk up and down. Do you remember uh the League of Their Own? That
Oh
little
my
fat
God.
that little
He
fat
throws the
kid.
glove at him.
Nah.
I think that's when Tom Hanks became my favorite actor. Ha ha! I got him.
But that's what the kids are, and they're like that because their parents teach them to be that way.
Well, and it's just like just have some awareness around you. Like have some respect for like you can take your kid everywhere. It doesn't mean you should. Just because you
Yeah.
can doesn't mean you should. There is no reason for a large family to be spending their afternoon in a fucking brewery.
If
If
I
you
brought
guys want to
you,
drink and get drunk, maybe do it at home where you don't have to drive the kids fucking home. Or like I get like dads all bring their kids there. You all suck. You're shitty parents. Like you're shitty parents. Like you're
so
going somewhere where you know they're contained and that other people are going to be worried and aware. And it's just like if your kid starts screaming, like sometimes it's inevitable. I get it. I have two sisters.
they're
One's 9 years
bored.
younger than me, then one's
Yeah.
8 years younger than me. And I know what it's like to raise kids. I know that. It's one of the reasons they're like, oh, well, you don't know. I'm like, I do know. That's why I didn't have them. It's not built for me. I'm not saying it's the wrong thing, but like I
Nobody.
have friends
By the
that
way,
have
nobody's.
respect.
By
I've
the way,
seen it. I have people that do have respect with their children. They're like, we do like to go out and we'll take our kids sometimes, but I can tell what mood they're in. We'll either cancel if we can't get, care. Like that is your responsibility. And to go into an atmosphere that is built for people that didn't make that choice or have options to not to have your kids elsewhere and come to that and then just mold it into your own because you somehow deserve this. I'm gonna make it a bad experience for you.
are
I'm sorry, I am.
you
I'm
gonna
gonna
take your hat
glare at you
off
the whole
with them?
time. I'm gonna
Honey,
lose it. And
I
it's so annoying.
let
Give
me
us
let me
one fucking place.
let me say one thing about this. Anybody who loves you and understands you understands why you don't want kids. We get
Yes.
it. We get it.
And the
Yeah.
thing is, because someone has to be the cool aunt. There can't be no one. Like that's who you go to. Like I'm sitting in the seat
Oh
of the woman
shit.
that was my cool aunt.
I just thought of a new job.
I'm sitting in a
No,
biggie seat.
I just
Everyone needs a cool aunt, and I love children. I really do.
I know you
I
do.
just hate shitty parents
I,
because
I
shitty parents have shitty kids, and shitty kids I do hate.
But
I'm
but
gonna
because
get so much slack for this, but honestly, anybody who's watching it that does know me is like, yeah, she she hates them.
I just realized your new job. If you ever need a new job, I think that you should be
2 weeks.
at a restaurant being the cool aunt for all the kids that have to come in and all their parents bring them along. You'll be the
It
cool.
sounds like my nightmare. I am the cool aunt, but the best thing about the cool aunt is that you give them back when they're like not. But it's just one of those
I've
things
seen
where
you
it's
with the
like,
kids. I've seen you with the
oh, I
kids. I've
love
seen you
them.
with your girlfriend's friend kid.
Oh, they're my favorite.
Yeah, I know it is.
I love
And
that.
they
Like
love
they're
you too.
just
And they love you too.
because I am kid. That's what people don't understand. Like, oh, you get along with kids so much. How do you not like them? Like, I do like kids. I just don't want them because I am kid. I don't even know how to take care of myself. Never mind another human being. My cats are barely keeping it together. I'm barely keeping them together. But like I do, I love kids, but I don't understand there's no boundary of like when you take your kids out, like it's tough. I get it, especially single moms. I grew up with a single mom for a long time. I grew up a Nana, like I get it. You have to take your kids places, you have to do things. Sometimes, even if they're the best kids, they have a moment.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna lose it. And these are situations where they have to go out to get groceries. They have to go do their things. You don't have to go to a brewery. If your kid's in a shit mood, maybe lay off the IPAs that day and rock them a little bit. Don't come to the fucking brewery with your spawns of Satan, your goddamn crotch goblins, so they can run over and knock my goddamn beer off my table. Because I'll bottle them. I really will.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Yeah, you heard me right.
Crotch goblins.
Crotch goblins.
Was hang on. Were they
Sorry,
in
the
Harry?
anger gets built up and things just come out.
No, hang on. I think I saw them in Harry Potter. They were
Creature.
crotch goblins.
Creature. They're house elves. No, these are worse. And they're the worst. That's what I mean.
No,
It's like no good parent takes the kids to the brewery.
you talk to me and
No
you
good one.
yeah, we talk about how you and I are a lot alike. I
Oh
am
yeah.
I am a kid. When I see a little kid,
100%.
I'll get down on that ground. I will play
Thrive.
Matchbox
I
shit.
thrive.
Honest to God, I will play all the time. And
Absolutely.
yeah, and
I love
that's
it.
that's who
But
we are
I'm
though.
at a brewery. I'm having a beer. I'm
No,
probably
no.
stressed out from my week of
I
work.
swear to God, I don't get on the ground with the on the brewery with the kid.
Well,
You
you
know,
should start because maybe they'll stop taking them.
no, I give the kid a beer and a straw.
Exactly. Get down there with them and maybe they're like, all right, we won't take the kids to the brewery. There's men just
No,
kneeling down on the floor with
there's a
them.
man. There's a
How's that
65-year-old man who looks like
Do you like
fucking.
the porter?
Which one you like?
It's just
Oh,
a
I don't.
milky.
I don't like an IPA either.
Get used to it, buddy. Take another sip.
There's a man laying on the ground.
It's just a time and a place, and it's just
Hang
like
on.
it
There's
because
a
there's
six.
so
Oh
many of
no, I have
them.
to finish
You
this.
can't win.
I'm on the ground because now I'm imagining it. So I'm at a brewery trying to play with a kid. I'm 65 years old. I look like fucking Donald Sutherland, and they want me to hear this kid.
Coochie coochie coo. What's your favorite color? Don't care. Get in the van. That's what I mean. Like, honest to
I
God,
don't I don't care. Get in the bed.
that's what I mean. Is like, I feel like when I go, half these parents wouldn't even notice for 3 hours. Like, it's just there's a time and a place. Because if you're a parent that takes a kid to a
By the
brewery,
way,
your kid is
by the
probably
way,
an asshole.
by the way, do we have any other things?
There are
I think
asshole
we pretty
kids.
much took care of the
Oh,
brewery.
okay, yeah, we got to be done with that because I could go on for hours. Oh,
I think we have pretty much. I think it's like so. There's
what
gonna be
time
one
is
more.
it?
There's gonna be. It's 7:04 in my time. What? No, no, it's 5:02.
I just shit myself. I was like, it's,
Oh wait a minute.
it's like,
Did
have
the
I been in the
trash?
brewery too long?
You shit yourself. Did the trash barrel talk to you? Because I have a different reaction.
Timothy.
Oh,
I love that trash can. And then I'm trying to think other pet peeves. I mean, I hate driving in Massachusetts. That's just
Oh
blinkers.
God.
Put your friggin' blinker on. Put your blinker on.
It's not just
You
that, but
know,
it's like you everything is traffic 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
I
You,
know.
you have to learn every back road to get anywhere
It
in
doesn't matter. It
Massachusetts.
does. I take back roads everywhere, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's just there. It's just there's too many. There's just too many.
Does it
In the
upset you
words of
that you
Dwight, in
can't
the
drink?
words of Dwight Schrute, we need another plague. There's just too many fucking people. I swear to God.
Is
I don't
Dwight
feel
Schrute,
bad about
is
it.
that the guy from The Office?
Yep.
Okay. I was trying to think of
He walks
who's the
into a
famous
convention. He's
Dwight.
like, there's so many people in here. We need another plague. That's how I feel. Because you can't
Wait,
win. You can I almost died in a car accident not even six
I
months
know.
ago. I
Oh,
almost died. I had the
Jesus.
car for 3 days. Just back roads on a goddamn like Saturday. Just almost died. Thank God it was a new car. I would have died in my old one.
It was probably the most
But
terrifying thing I ever
it
saw,
was
by the way.
horrific.
Yeah.
And but that's the thing is I can't get 10 minutes down the street because now we have no one knows how to drive anymore. Put your blinker on. Like have like everybody's on their phone. No one, everybody has tunnel vision. There's no regards for anybody around them. So I think like my biggest pet peeve is like people in general, just the whole. I
But
went to a party, I went to my mom like a family party the other night, and it was like one of those like Republican, Democrat like arguments, which I'm just staring into the fire, just like hoping
everybody
Sauron,
burns.
Mordor just takes us over. And like, and all of a sudden I'm silent and they know I usually get into it, but I'm good on my bipolar meds, so I ignore it now. And they're like, what is your thought on this? I'm like, I just genuinely think the entire humanity population should just be wiped out. I'm just waiting patiently for the asteroid. I really am.
It's the
It's
second Big Bang. That's what we're waiting for.
I need the biggest bang possible. I really like relate to like who do you relate to the most as like an artist or like a comedian or an actor or like someone famous that like you can really resonate with where you're just like yes like I totally get that.
Oh my
I
God.
think I
And
have three in mind are my top three that I genuinely feel like
we'll
that's
go
who
for
I
because you know
am.
as and I'll think about mine. So go ahead.
Bill Burr, hands down. Love
Boston
I
boy.
and that's not even just a Boston thing. Dave Chappelle and and Ricky Gervais, he's obnoxious, but I get it.
They're
Like
honest.
he talks about like he's like I friggin' hate people. And they're like, you are a person. He's like, I hate myself too. I get it. Like it just like we just consume and consume and consume and we expect those back, but we don't pay attention to like someone who needs help taking their groceries in or someone who needs help crossing the street or someone who's trying to cross the roads to maybe stop and let them go. No one does that anymore. It's like you just gotta knees to chest, high step it as fast as you can and pray for the Lord because no one's stopping for you. No
Do you
one
want to see?
cares.
Do you want to see an uplifting movie, which is like the stupidest thing I ever said in my life?
Yes.
Bad Trip. There's a movie called
Oh my
Bad
God,
Trip.
is that which one is that?
It's about two guys. It's a movie where these two guys, two black guys, are going across the country and they steal their sister's who's in prison. Who's the girl with the freckle, the black lady? She's so fun. But what they
Oh, Wanda Sykes?
no. Oh, I
No.
love Wanda Sykes,
I
by the way.
love
You ever
Wanda
watch her
Sykes.
eat hot pepper
Oh, she's the
chicken?
best. I love that show.
I do too. I just watched it for the
Brandon, was
first
it
time.
Sarah Wolf? That's my new one. Whoa, or Wolf? What?
Michelle.
Michelle Wolf. Have you seen her?
No,
Her
I don't
voice
think
is
so.
grating, but she is the funniest woman on the face. She's the one that did like the opening of the Presents thing. She has the red curly hair.
Oh yeah, I love her too.
Oh, she
And
just came up. We just
no
watched a
filter either,
special.
by the way.
Oh, I love her. I live for it. I
But
live for it.
where was I? Oh, Bad Trip. It's like Jackass, but
Hmm.
with real people reacting to what these guys are doing as they're going across the country. And it actually gave me hope and for humanity, the way the people friggin' cared about everything that happened in this show.
I'm
Oh my God.
telling you.
Oh,
It's
just
true. Like I sit there, Brand's like, why are you crying? Like they're happy tears. Like I'll go on TikTok just to watch videos of like reunions or like somebody doing something nice for someone. And I'm
this
like,
is
I haven't.
this is like the R-rated candid camera, but the people are so frick. It gave me. I felt like first of all, they go overboard. There's some R-rated
have
stuff
to.
that they do, but the people that are around them are just like, oh my God, there is hope, because right now when I look at the people saying Democrat and Republican, and this asshole is like 43% has a chance. This guy has a chance.
43. Hang on for dear life.
But it's like, oh, please just watch that.
I will.
What's her name? I'm gonna go
Well,
ahead.
that's the thing is like they're like, oh, where do you stand? I'm like,
As soon as I tell you,
I'm
so-
barely standing. I'm like, I don't care about what's said. Like, what's where do you stand? I'm like, I can barely stand. I'm a veterinary technician trying to take care of animals. And that's another thing where people like, you'll have a family of like 10 people. Like there'll be like a couple with 6 children and 1 dog. And the wife wants to be involved in the appointment to know what's wrong with the dog. But the husband cannot be left at home with the children. So now we have a family of 7 with an anxious dog. And I'm just like,
wow.
what the? Screaming, and am I trying to like hand out coloring books? And they're like, oh, sorry, can you say that a little louder? I'm like, no, can you tell him just scream a little quieter? I don't.
All right.
There's
So
2 of you. One of you stayed home with the kids. Oh, I can't leave him home with the kids, and I want to be here because I can't trust him with the dog. Or, well, then you made a bad decision on the rearing of your children. You can't
right,
trust
so-
him with the dog or the children. Why are we here?
I'm gonna bring you back to back, because I'm gonna go back to
Thank
Bad
you.
Trip. Bad Trip.
Please.
Because these two
Cut that one
guys,
out.
these two guys decide that they get one of those Chinese finger things,
Big traps.
but they put their dicks in it by mistake somehow. And they go into a barber shop asking somebody, oh, do you have some scissors to
Can you cut this?
The barber runs over and grabs a knife and chases them out. And I was listening to this on Conan O'Brien's podcast.
I love Conan.
And the guy's telling the story, and the cameraman quit, and he's a friend of the woman.
No.
But the one I'm trying to think of is Tiffany Haddish.
Oh,
You
I
know,
love Tiffany
yeah.
Haddish.
So the cameraman's a friend of hers, and he calls her and says, "This is what happened." So Tiffany Haddish calls the guys, "I got to be part of this movie."
My friend said he got fired. I'm in. I would have just been like, hey, it's a Chinese finger trap. You got to squish together to get it out. You got to squish it together to get it out.
But then you'd have to hold it and do it for him.
I'm not holding shit.
But you had to see.
I've just bounced them together until it came loose.
I watched this movie because I heard them talking on Conan O'Brien, and I said, "Oh God, I got to watch this movie."
Oh.
And I sat in my recliner chair in this room by myself. Ginny's in the other room. I'm laughing my ass off. She goes, "What's so funny?" She goes, "I said, you don't want to see. You don't want to see."
She was in there's just penises and knives everywhere.
These two
I
guys.
told you.
But the funniest part was whatever they did, when they moved apart, it all stretched and then run down.
It starts fraying.
Yeah, it was like some kind of fake prosthetic, but it was like, holy God. Please just watch it.
I will, I promise. I promise I will. Oh my God, I'm dying. Oh my God. Oh,
Yeah, this
oh, we have.
Tiffany
I
Haddish
have to.
Tiffany
I
Haddish
love
is-
Tiffany Haddish.
but one of the brothers, she's in prison, and so they steal her pink Cadillac stuff,
Yeah.
and then they take off on a road trip. You'll see, but then she gets out and she comes looking for it, and the poor guy who's in the storage place where the car is. Just watch it. You will love
I'm
it.
already laughing and I don't even have it. I
You will
can
love
see your
it.
face.
When she escapes from prison and she's underneath the bus, and they pull up and the guy's painting a wall. Just have to watch it. Oh my God. It's classic.
I will, I
stuff.
promise. We'll touch base on this after I watch it next week. I will
Okay.
100%. Oh my God, it's so funny. Oh, I was supposed to go see my friend Amanda today, who has the kids, and I saw her last week, and I'm pretty sure that's why I came home with the flu and why Brandon has the flu. And I was like, I'm sorry, I can't come. Like, her daughter is really sick. She has she has a rare genetic disorder,
Conjunctivitis.
so she can't get sick. And I was like, well, Brandon's really sick now, and I'm scared I might take it over there. And you know when a mom is desperate for help, she's like, I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm like, I love you, Dom, but I really don't want to make her sick. She's like, please, God, I'll risk it. Just please.
I'm this close. I'm this close to going to a brewery.
She's like, we're all gonna die at this point right now, anyways. Get your ass here. I was like, no, I can't. He's so sick. She's like, all right, I'll see you next week, but like, no later. And what's funny is I only go there and like I like help her with the baby a little bit. I'll maybe do some laundry and like play with Ronan and stuff. And it's so crazy to think that like something that little, like for her to take a shower and wash her hair and like to take and it's so crazy to me. Like, and so I get it. Like
You're a good friend.
I don't shit on parents. I just shit on shitty parents.
And that's
Like it's
great.
hard. Like
Oh my
she
God.
goes to school. She's a special ed teacher. She works all day with children that have special needs. She comes home. She's a daughter who's beautiful and she's the best kid in the world. And then Ronan is literally my best friend. After her, she gets jealous, I think, sometimes because we're so close.
I think
But
we have to change this whole thing to shitty parents.
yeah,
This
yeah.
episode should be shitty parents because that's what
Brewery
we talked
shits.
about.
Brewery shits.
Which I've had. I don't want to talk about it, but
Bring your wipies and your clubs because I'll be bashing these children back and forth. I swear to God.
and you know what? You got to be careful of the beer that you drink because you might get sleep. But I'm Mickey.
I'm Mickey. I can't. She like went right back to the 70s.
Samantha goes, was that in a movie with Humphrey
I think
Bogart?
someone's Slippy and Mickey. Well, what?
Well, was Minnie and Daisy upset?
Well, you married one, so it's not slipped.
Yes, because I'm a Mickey.
No, it's different. Oh, I love her. I
Although I
hope she's feeling
intoxicate
better.
her every time she sees. Oh, yes.
Where is she? Is she over there?
She's downstairs somewhere, or like she's hiding because she knows we're talking. She's afraid of the show because I told her.
She should be.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, we'll put Ginny on the show. I was like, what? Another spin-off of The Walking Dead? Isn't there enough of those after a night of drinking?
And then I
Oh,
sent you a zombie girl.
the zombie picture. Yeah, maybe we'll do a guest next time. We'll have to figure out who. Maybe Ryan. I know
Oh,
Rai is
would he do it? Would he
interested.
do it?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Maybe we'll
has he
do like a
watched any
Sunday
of these?
one.
Does he talk about what we've done so
He
far?
said he literally like I went over there last night for the birthday party. It was Kerry's husband's birthday. My mom like hosted a party. And Ryan's like, oh, I watched the second episode of Take It or Leave It, and he goes, I was cracking up. So I think maybe we'll do like maybe a Sunday one next week and he can come by.
Oh, that'd be so fucking fun. It would
I
be so
know.
fun. And
Yeah.
actually, I don't. Well, maybe do you have another set of headphones? Do I have to buy
Yeah.
you another one?
No, we please
Get some
help me, I'm poor.
I want to see Ryan sitting
As
next to you
you're
with those.
sitting there with like two like Oreos in your ears. I got Beats by Dre over here. Calm down.
I want to see you in professional headphones and Ryan
I
with
keep
like
thinking you're in a motel.
those white iPhones you get from with an Apple that nobody ever
I
used.
I can't wear the little ones
No,
because
they
my
pop right
ears
out.
no, my ears deformed. Like I genuinely don't have a hole in one of my ears.
Oh, so
Like
that's why you
a
were.
dip.
So that's why you were there.
Yes.
It's not the hair.
It's the hairline, sir. There's a difference. I'm just cold. I have anemia. Summer will come
I
and
don't
people
have a
will
hole in
stop
one
watching.
because I don't have a hole in one because a fishing hook went in and sewed it together before.
Maybe that's what happened.
Oh shit.
So yes, I will take another pair of headphones. Just kidding. It's the least you can do.
And they better be Bose because
He took
I'm
my
not saying
ear.
you should be like this.
It's what I have to
Yes,
do.
you don't even. Why do you even have
Where
it
is your
over?
ear?
No, why do you?
Where is your ear? Ah, it's so. Is mine not flat against my head? Do mine's?
Oh, No, well, at least you have something to look through.
I was like, where's your ear? But I realized mine looks the same.
By the way, your hair looks okay.
Hold on, I can't hear you. Thank God. Everybody just got a void in my forehead.
But what I'm saying is, you don't need it. You don't need a set of headphones. You need a one earpiece, like operators, because you don't have an
Oh
ear
yeah,
with
the
the
microphone.
microphone down here. Yeah. What's this up here?
Oh, we have to have
May I
Ryan
help
on.
you?
I mean, I put my 2 weeks notice in on Friday, so 15 years of veterinary medicine as a veterinary nurse. I'm looking for something new. So I could be a rickety old telephone answer for
Or
sure.
or or the fun aunt at the breweries.
Or I could be the ID checker and be like, how many kids do you have? One
Oh,
out.
oh, no, no, no. You have to be the person sitting there counting people's carriages and seeing if it's 15 items or less.
I
And if
will.
it's 16, it's like, sorry, honey, turn around.
I'll do it for free. I'll stand there for free. I'll be evicted. The guy will literally take me out. I'm like, I'm just trying to help. That's 13 items in a 12 or
I helped
less.
the guy in the self-checkout. Let me help here.
Yeah. Don't try it, Gladys. I saw those stack of expired coupons. Not today.
Gladys.
Not today.
It's like
Do
when
you
I
remember
worked
the
at
old things, like the red things in the aisles you just pulled the coupons out of? Back when you get a slice of cheese at the deli just because you were a kid. I can't get a slice. I need a slice of cheese now more in my life than I ever in my ever I
and you
needed.
can't get one.
No.
They changed it.
No.
They changed it.
Fucking rude. Goddamn
There
kids.
there were old people. Ask Ryan when he worked in the grocery store. There were
Oh
people
yeah.
who would sit there and sample. Oh, let me have a sample of
Everything.
this at the butcher pot, and then
Yeah.
they go home and say, "I just need
I've
a
had my
glass of wine
lunch.
now."
Yeah,
Good,
they had an antipasta salad. Just nailed it down.
but one
Not on
piece
my
at a time.
watch.
One. But
They'd
wait a
be
minute.
like, that's not thin
I
enough.
thought I
That's
thought
not thin
you
enough.
I thought you missed that point. I thought you missed the people who go in and will eat anything, and then like you as a kid, when you go up
Oh
to the
yeah.
red thing and oh, hey little girl, here's
Do you want a piece of cheese?
what was your
Yeah.
favorite cheese, by the way?
Oh, American back then, because I feel like that's the only thing my mom bought. So you just got like a slice of what they got. I mean, I would take anything I could get. But that's the thing. I was this big. You only get 3 slices of cheese before you're full. I didn't ask for a second one. I was just tapping on the lobster cage.
And
I was like, get away from the lobsters.
the
You're
lobster,
sad. We're
the
gonna eat
lobster,
those for dinner. Get away from it.
the lobster reaches up with his little banded hands and going,
I know.
the noise.
Drop my cheese in.
I love you.
Stay strong, little guy. Mom's like, get in the fucking cart.
Stay strong.
Mom's like, we're eating that for dinner.
So
No, we're
I
not.
gotta.
We're
So
in a
okay.
one-income family also. We're not eating that for dinner.
So
Everything in
so
this carriage is being boiled in one pot, and that's what happened for dinner. Don't fuck with me. I know better.
so Ginny's become a connoisseur of lobster. If you go anywhere else besides New England, oh no, we're not eating that. It's been traumatized. It had a fly here. The
She
meat
won't eat the
isn't.
lobster in other places because they've
No,
been
yeah,
traumatized.
it's not as sweet.
It has to be loved before it's killed, or else it
That's
doesn't taste as
right.
well.
That's right. I
That is
was,
some next level sadist shit.
but I'm also
That's a
thinking,
narcissistic food consumer.
no, 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 it's not. It's not.
Love bomb it before you boil it.
No,
That's how it's really good.
but she really cares about these things. I
She
have to
also
tell,
eats them
yeah, but she eats them when they're
in a
happy.
loving manner.
She doesn't eat them when they had a
You're
16
so cute.
hour. She doesn't eat them when there was a 3 hour flight involved with some seaweed. All right, she cares.
It's a crustacean. I care too.
All right, I got to
Oh,
tell you one more thing because this is how much she cares about kids. We were in Italy, and I brought her to this wonderful restaurant. It was a 5 course meal, and one of them was brains. Yeah, yeah, cow brains. I think they
Okay.
call them short breads or something
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
shortbread. Yeah. Oh yeah, sweet bread.
Yeah, sweet bread.
Yeah.
That's it.
I have an open mind, but not other one.
Well, I've had them before, like in a little piece, and I said, "Oh, that's nice." They
Yeah.
they gave us a piece that was like a piece of hamburger, and it was all gooey.
Did
It was
did it
it,
come like
it,
Temple of Doom with the skull still in
no,
it?
I thought it would have been awesome if I would have eaten that.
You
I
have
would have
to.
eaten that. I would have eaten that. But this didn't even have like the little ridges and everything. I mean,
Just
if I'm
slop.
eating brains, I want some ridges,
Yeah,
something like that.
if I know what I'm eating, I might as well see it.
But it was a really big piece, and it was right in the middle of this 5 course meal, and I ate it, and it was like eating like custard, and I started gagging, and so Jenny goes like this: "I'm eating it, you're eating it. We're respecting the animal right here."
Nothing goes to waste. Gag it down.
Because I had to respect the poor little bastard I ate his brain. Because she loves animals. She goes, "You got to respect the animal." The
She
next
won't
three
not
courses,
order it, but she won't let it go to waste.
the next 3 courses,
Kudos to
I, I
her.
was I was somewhere else. I was hoping
Oh
kids
yeah,
would
you
be
just
running around.
dissociate. That's trauma.
No, I was like, oh, that's a nice looking ice cream. I'm still living in the custard brain.
I'm still processing and pushing it down my gullet. Thank you. I'm
I
still
actually,
respecting the brain.
oh my
I'm
God.
still respecting the animal. So the ice cream, the sorbet, I'll pass on. Thank you.
Unless it'll help me throw this up later.
It might just push it down though. Just cool the memory of it.
Every time I take a bite of it like this. Get it down faster.
Oh my God. Oh, they should have given you a list of the course. I'm like, we'll skip 3.
No, no, no. It's a chef's secret recipe.
Mm.
And we paid some money for this thing.
Yeah,
It
so
was like,
choke it down.
yeah, I think that's another reason.
I've done that before. I went to New York and paid a lot of money for a 7-course meal that 3 of the courses were very hard to choke down. Very hard.
Monkey
Mm.
eyeballs?
No, what I mean, it was like one was sea urchin. Sea urchin's just not my thing.
No, no.
No, it's not my thing. It feels like a booger and it tastes like a foot and it's just like this is from the seas of Blackbeard's life. I'm like, what are you talking about? The fuck is happening here? All I know is it costs me $98 for this much of fucking booger, so I'm gonna choke it down.
So hang on. At least they took the
Choking it
little
down.
spines out, right? They took it
Oh,
out of
they
the
served us
spines.
in it. It was in the spines.
You should have eaten the spines too. Oh no,
I
you
wish I did instead of it.
you should have pulled the Three Stooges because when they get lobster, they take the meat out, throw it away, and eat the shell. I seen it happen.
Eh.
All right, so what are you gonna watch? You're
All
gonna
right, I'm
watch
gonna
Bad
watch
Trip.
Bad Trip.
And by the way, there's Ted, the TV series. Ted from
Oh, I saw
Boston.
clips of it. I saw clips of it
Oh,
of him
you
in
gotta
like the
watch one.
classroom, like shitting on the girl that was shitting on the
Oh,
teacher. I saw that one.
you
Have
have
you
to.
seen I'm trying to think. Yeah, have you seen Afterlife with Ricky Gervais?
Oh yeah.
That's an older one.
He
But
was a
I'm
ghost.
trying.
Yeah, he was like there, but he wasn't there, right?
No, he was there. It was his wife that died.
Oh,
He
okay.
was like trying to live, but he was like this sarcastic, didn't care anymore, but like
By
he
the
had
way,
a
I
group of
always loved it
friends.
when he hosted like the Academy Awards and stuff because he had no filter, and he
Well,
would go
that's what it
after.
is.
Yeah,
It's like, yeah, he's a dick, but he knows it and he like lives it. And like I don't agree with all of people I love's viewpoints, but most of them. Bill Burr, I mean, I just can't get enough of.
did you ever see him in Red Rock? There was he did a concert in
Oh
Denver,
yeah, yeah,
Colorado,
yep.
the Red Rock one.
I did.
Oh
I
my
saw
God,
that one.
me too.
I loved it. And you know,
Yeah,
people are just so like rubbed the wrong way by it, but he just is
but he
like
even says he goes, "I'm
unapologetically
gonna I'm
realistic
I'm
about
gonna
it.
upset you right now, but I don't care."
I'm getting paid to do it. So
I'm gonna upset most of the women in this place right
if
now.
you came here not knowing who I am, then that's a you problem. Like
That's
if
a
you
one.
bought these tickets to see me and not know who I am as a person, then you don't come complaining.
So the show with eating the hottest, sauces
I
as you
love
go up.
yeah, it's yeah.
Anyways, Wanda Sykes was on it. You had to watch her episode because
Love it.
she actually went all the way, and she's
Oh
so
yeah.
funny. But she was saying, people come to see me. If you're upset with it, maybe you should think about figuring out what you're coming to see.
Yeah, like you're mad at me for coming and buying my tickets. Like, did you do any research on who I am?
Oh, isn't
Dad,
that the girl that's on Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Dad, pause the video. I'm gonna pee myself. I'm over here like I'm gonna pee.
No, okay, bye.
I'll be right back, I promise.
All right.
I can still hear you. That's weird. I was like,
Bye-bye.
you
By the way, that's one thing that you and I don't have in common, because
What?
I cannot pee until after midnight.
I'm
Seriously,
sorry.
I can't.
What are you?
I
Are you
can't.
a gremlin?
No, but I wait till the wee hours.
Oh, that's one of the worst ones. That's one of the worst ones I've heard in a while. I was like, wait, what? Get your prostate checked.
Dad, need some help. Do you have a bag?
I'll send Timothy over to you.
Yeah, that'll make me regular. Thank you.
Regular on your floor.
All
Oh
right.
my
I actually
God.
think that we should probably sign off on this one.
Oh,
And then
100%. I'm gonna get so much shit for this. This might be like an archive.
well, let's watch it a few more times before we decide. And you can tell me what you want to edit
Next
out.
week we'll talk about the things that bring us joy.
Yes. That'll be
It'll be
about five.
it'll just be me murdering all the people I just talked about.
Let's talk about the things we enjoy and love. That'll be a 20-minute episode.
Oh, that's very generous. That is so generous.
I know. I was thinking maybe I could
give it
figure out.
8.5 tops. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us today, and I
Putting up with
apologize
us.
just in
No.
general.
Oh, don't. You know what? Take it or leave it.
Take it or leave it with 2 Micks. We'll
Yeah.
see you guys next week. Have a great day.
Love you all. Love you, Anna.
Love you, Dad.